So this is a quick video about running Nova Launcher on my Mobiscribe Wave. When you install Nova Launcher, this is Nova Launcher Prime, but the free version works just fine as well. When you install, you get a choice to make this your default home screen launcher, which I've done. And here we can see the basic home screen. This is a widget from Librera. I've installed Nova Launcher Prime and Librera from the Play Store. Put my most frequently used apps at the top of the screen, and the widget from Librera here, which shows my most frequently read books. You can show up to 4. If you swipe up from the bottom on Nova, you get your full app drawer, just like most Android devices. And the default Mobiscribe items are here. So for example, in Home, that takes you back to the default Mobiscribe home screen, so you can go back to it anytime you like. Notes is here. Those shortcuts to the default Mobiscribe apps and things are here. And then you can make any of these a shortcut on your Nova Launcher by just, holding down on it and then dragging it around, and it'll show you the home screen, and you can just pop it where you like. And of course, removing it is as easy as holding down and then tapping remove. But you can see here, I have a link to the Mobiscribe built-in calendar. The Mobiscribe built-in notes is here. But then I've got my Libby, my QuickDic for my dictionary, OneNote, eInk Pro for when I have my Wi-Fi on. Librera is what I'm using for my primary reader. I did have some flakiness with recent firmware updates and the version that's on F-Droid. So this is the Librera from the Google Play Store. I really like that I can have the widget for Librera down here on my home screen, and it shows my most recent 3 or 4 books. If I do click over into, say, the built-in Mobiscribe notes, I still have the same navigation at the top. I can click into, any of those that I wish. I can go to Tools and see my apps here. It's nice to be able to do this because when you install a new app, you can still come over here and hold down and set up your optimization preferences for that app. And it's good to do that when you install a new app. And if I tap home at the top, then I go back to my Nova home screen. OneNote is this widget down here, which is pretty cool. I haven't found a different reading app that has this so far. Since you rebooted or whatever, if sometime recently you've had the Librera app open, then you can come down here and you can tap a book. But you see right now, Librera's app is not open in the background. So I have to go back into Librera. But once it's been open and it's running in the background, then I can tap that to pop back into the book I'm reading in Librera. One thing is, if you like this idea, when you go to the Nova Launcher settings, and I've just disabled any animation I can disable, because animations don't work great with, these e-ink screens anyway. And another catch is wallpaper does not work. All you have is that black background. You can go into the settings and a lot of those work, but when you come here to wallpapers, if you choose a wallpaper, here it is. It looks like it's going to work. I'm going to set it for my home screen. But when you go back to your home screen, you have no wallpaper. So that is a limitation of running Nova Launcher on the Mobiscribe Wave. Since I find the built-in ebook reader to be very limited in terms of things like font preferences, and I'm using Librera to read ebooks all the time, this as my default home screen means Librera is always front and center. So there's the default home screen, which is nice, but it's very dependent on you using their built-in ebook reader. So if you're not going to use nBook you don't have this view of the things you've been reading, and you don't have a shortcut directly back into that. If you're using a third-party e-reader app, you have to always go to Tools and then go to, Library, Libby, whatever your app may be. But with Nova Launcher Prime as my home screen, I can see what I've been reading, and Library and Libby and so forth, they're just always right there.